that the greatest football player of all time just entered the chamber, Mr. Jim Brown, and I would yield to Senator Tracy if I could.
Senator Tracy and Senator Norris is there. Senator Tracy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Permission to approach the well.
Approach the well. Mr. Sergeant of Arms, escort our guests to the well. Senator Tracy, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's
Number 4, having received a constitutional majority, we hereby concur. Without objection, a motion to reconsider goes to the table. Next order, Mr. Clerk. Senator Kyle, Senator Crow, excuse me.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If I could just suspend the rules for a moment to make note.
what an honor and a privilege is today to have with us Jim Brown, in my opinion, the greatest football player of all time, greatest running back of all time, and probably the most intelligent football player of all time. He's the man that when you got him tackled, I remember as a young man watching him, number one, they couldn't tackle him. Number two, they couldn't catch him. And when they did finally tackle him, he eased up. Everybody, the announcer said, well, he must be hurt. He's easing back to the huddle, and he'd ease back to the huddle. All of a sudden, he's breaking out on a 65-yard run for a touchdown. It is truly a privilege to have Jim with us today and to have him here in the Senate with us today. He's going to be in my district all this weekend. He's going to be raising money for a program at Oakland High School. With him today, we have Butch Vaughn, the principal of Oakland, and Coach Pierre Lyons. And Bobby Smith is with us. It's affiliated with Jim. And they're working on a program called American. And I'm going to really turn it over to Jim, give him a few minutes just to tell you about the program. They've implemented this program in Florida last year. He just got through meeting with the governor just a few minutes ago to tell him about the program. And it's a great program, and it's making an impact, and we're glad to have him here. Jim?
Mr. Brown, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank Senator Tracy. He has been the point guard, and yours truly being in your great state. Let me start by saying I have, not in a long time, had this kind of reception from some very wonderful and kind people, powerful and important people. So I'm very impressed with what is going on here in your state, and I've only been here a half a day. So thank you for setting that up. Bobby Glanton Smith, who is a local hero that now works with my organization, American, is really responsible for really trying to do something about your violence among young people and the failing of your educational system. American, the program that I founded 20 years ago, concentrate on those two areas. We have a lot of experience. We're in 16 states around the country. We have a curriculum that is scientifically developed that works, a special teaching methodology, and we partner with other organizations so that the services that our young people need will be given to them. We take a very sophisticated approach to the problem. We don't just give speeches, but our course is a 60-hour course that will work within your school system. And what you can expect when a kid goes through those 60 hours is that their grade point averages will come up, their attendance will come up, and their disciplinary actions will go down. If you need to check that out, check with the state of Florida right now. Our first semester statistics have been tremendous. We're looking forward to a bill being passed next year. We know you have budget problems, but we feel that we can't put too much money or too much time in the development of our young people. And regardless of what you hear, love and caring is a great ingredient, and when you combine that with education, you will have success. So I know your time is valuable. I hope that I've given you just a little overview of what we do, and we make good partners. So thank you all very much for allowing me to have this time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jim, very much.
Mr. Brown, Jim, get his attention, Mr. Brown. On behalf of the whole state Senate, we're literally just honored to have you here, and we mean that. You're a great man. You're a great American. You're a role model. We thank you for what you've done, and it's our honor to have you here, and we mean that. Thank you. Come back to the well. Listen, we can take a little time for this, okay? That's not a problem. Come here. Come right. We're going to get you up here where you really need to be, okay? Come on up here.
He wants to shake your hand. Thank you so much for that. Great. Appreciate it.
Senator Morris.
There we are.
Senator Norris.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I don't often admit to this, particularly in the Senate, but I grew up on America's great North Coast. I grew up on the shores of Lake Erie, near a football stadium where Jim Brown played when I was a child. In fact, he played so much there in Cleveland, Ohio, and he played so well that it wasn't until high school I came to realize the team was not named after Jim Brown. I got to see him play in person for the first time in about 1966. And I'll never forget the plays I watched him run, the plays I watched him make, and how proud it made me feel then that he was a member of our team, that we named the Cleveland Browns after him, and that he's come full circle and is still working to help people today. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, sir.
Senator Roller.
Mr. Brown, I will never forget, I was raised in Detroit part of my life and a Lion fan, but my older brother one day, before I even had any interest in football, he said, "Steve, sit down and watch this football game." And I said, "I don't like football, Larry." He said, "Jim Brown, I want you to watch this man run the ball." And I still remember that. I was probably 6, 7 years old, something like that. I still remember that run, and I still remember how that man ran through all those people, and they couldn't stop him. And one other thing, ladies and gentlemen, this young man is an extraordinary lacrosse player. Am I right on that, Jim? You had a lacrosse.
I was a lacrosse player, yes.
Yeah, well, yeah. They wanted him to play
lacrosse. Don't know what lacrosse is, but
yeah, they wanted him to play that sport actually instead of football. So, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. If you have a few more words to say, you're more than welcome to do that. It's an honor. You get chill bumps standing beside people like this, but it's a great American. Thank you.
Well, just in closing, you see what I mean by the hospitality that you're giving me. So I'm going to take this energy, and I'm going to try to do everything that I can do to help you. So thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Jackson. Senator Jackson, you're recognized.
Mr. Speaker, truly, that we're very honored to have Jim Brown on the floor of the Senate. I'm in awe. I'm just absolutely amazed that suddenly he appears. But, Mr. Speaker, during his presentation, I was unable to hear some of his words because of the confusion. We have House members that come here on the floor and they don't respect the speakers that are presenting to us. They add to confusion. They distract the members of the Senate. Specifically, Representative Buck continues to do that throughout this session, talking in the middle of a presentation by the honored Jim Brown. Mr. Speaker, would you please direct the Sergeant of Arms to keep proper order and have House members respect our process in the Senate?
Thank you. Duly noted. Senator Herron.
Mr. Speaker, I think one possibility that we ought to consider, Mr. Speaker, I think we ought to consider expelling him from the House effective at the end of this General Assembly.